Alright, we're down here, our buddy Mike's. There he is over there. And we got another road trip. Another big generator to go pick up. Matter of fact, this is going to be quite an adventure. He loaded it up and he's going to need all this. Look at all the chains and tie downs and 4x4s and tools. This is going to be quite a job.
It's like what they say, it's better to have it and not need it.
Right.
Need it and not have it.
Got his trailer hooked up and we're gonna go. We're gonna stop at Wawa, pick something up to eat, and
I don't know what Wawa is.
Wawa is all the way down in Florida now, buddy.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a big convenience store down here, but it's quite a. Anyway, it's just something to get a little something to chew on. So we're gonna grab that, and we'll explain to you where we're going and what we're doing as we're going, because we got. How far is it, Mike?
It is 70 miles from here.
Oh, that ain't too bad. 70 miles.
It's really not bad. And it's a nice drive, too. Once you get out of New Jersey,
yeah,
it's a nice drive.
it's down in Maryland, so it should be some good sights. So, all right, we'll tell you what's going on if we grab a little bit to eat. All right. All right, now's a good time. We'll have Mike tell us a story about this. We might be getting, hold it, Mike, we might be getting a little bit of bumps because we're on a paved road here, but it looks like there's concrete under it, and you know, there might be some expansion joints. So if there's a little bounce, and bear with us.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, buddy. Let us know what's going on.
So this is we're gonna pick up a 1958 Caterpillar Genset with a D326 engine. It's installed in a little cinder block building, like a 10 by 10 building at the Betterton Volunteer Fire Department in Betterton, Maryland. So it was not installed there originally. Originally it was installed at Christiana Hospital here in Maryland. So the story goes, sometime in, I guess, the 80s, they installed it here at the Firehouse. And then about 10 years ago, they decided to upgrade to a newer generator, and a larger one at that. So they installed a newer, larger generator outside the building, adjacent to it. And then this one has just been in this building unused for 10 years. And the only reason they're getting rid of it is they want the storage space, pretty much. So they listed it for sale. I made a deal with the guy, and we're going down to get it. The caveat is that there's no easy access in and out of this little building. It's only got a single man door, and that man door opens to the radio tower and some conduits that are on the ground, so we can't go out the man door. So we're going to remove the louvers, the hot radiator exhaust louvers, and then the fire department guys are going to cut out 2 rows of cinder blocks, 2 courses of cinder blocks, and we're going to roll the thing out of the hole in the wall. The caveat again is that that hole in the wall leads directly into a retention pond. So I've got a guy with an excavator, hired him to be there to, you know, actually lift the thing out of the building through the hole and drop it on my trailer. So this is going to be a bit of an operation. I went down there yesterday, disconnected the fuel lines, the exhaust, the electrical conduits, got it jacked up and onto machinery skates, so we can at least roll it around. So hopefully this day goes pretty smoothly.
Okay, yeah, so there'll be a lot of action going on. So it should be good.
Yeah, it might be hard to film it, you know, because there's going to be a lot going on, but
right.
You should be able to get a couple.
Yeah, and then sometimes, you know, I have to put the camera down and help Mike, even if it's just something silly like guiding him in.
Right.
You know, but I'll be needed for that. What isn't there a name for it? We're bumping on the road here. We got an empty trailer back there, and it's isn't there a name for that, Mike?
Well, it's like sympathetic vibration.
That's what I'm looking for.
Or you know, when the road, there's washboarding of the road is when you get, you know, evenly spaced little dips. Right. That they only build over time because, you know, when trucks go over it, the vibration is sympathetic. It's rhythmic. It's what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of amplifies itself as you're bouncing along. Right. This is pretty good though, but man, we were on a concrete road before, and we were bouncing around pretty good. You know?
Yeah, so there we go. All right, we'll see you guys when we get to the firehouse. This is a neat old farmhouse, Mike. Look at that. Boy, it's a shame that somebody's going to plow that down. Somebody, generations and generations of families grew up in that house. What was that? You finally figured out what word you were looking for. What was it? Resonance or
resident,
something?
yeah, right.
Resident,
yep.
yeah.
Get that natural kind of resonant frequency of the bounce, and it just adds on itself.
Resident or resonant? Resonance.
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 Yeah.
Okay. All right, there you go. There's somebody building a nice little barn there with their green giant trees in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. See you guys at the firehouse. It's a greenhouse, Mike.
A greenhouse? That's look at that. Jeez, oh man.
Crazy. Alright, me and Mike arrived here, and nobody's around. We got here before everybody else. But here's the situation. They replaced it with this generator years ago, and this has been here for, I guess, I'm going to guess and say 20 years, at least 10 years. In this building, and they would want to use the building for something. It's probably a little dark in here. Crazy! I don't even think I fit back here. Oh yeah, you're not that fat. Come on, there we go. All right, yeah. This generator here, Mike, it's already on wheels. Mike got it on wheels already. And you see they use it for storage. Here's all the firehouse trophies and stuff. So this has just been in this building, taking up space for probably 20 years or so.
Did you find it?
I did. I didn't think I was going to make it through this hole here, Mike, but I did. I made it. Oh, there you go. Mike turned the light on. They're about useless. Oh, look, got a little door over here and everything.
Yeah. So this was the only access in here.
Right.
To get the generator through this door, I have to take the radiator off, take the control panel off.
Yeah.
But even if we did, there's no way to go. There's a radio, there's conduits.
Right, right. Yeah, they built the building around the engine.
Yeah, I think you're right.
This was never meant to come out. Oh well. Gray cat, right?
Yeah, it's been repainted. I mean, you can see it was yellow underneath.
They call it busy work, Mike.
Well, yeah, and you know, this is its second home. Because it's got a little tag, Kent and Queen Anne's Hospital. Oh, Chestertown, Maryland. I thought this was Christianity.
Interesting. And you say this is a 59?
The engine's a 58, and the package was put together in 59. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's been around.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to waste up too much time because this we're gonna be loading this camera with a lot of film, Mike. It should be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how many tapes did you bring with you.
All right. I'm gonna say I hope there's more room on your side. Let me see. Look at
Trip over them fuel lines.
All right, we got it. We're out there. All right, we'll be careful, Road King.
Well, yeah, that's it. We gotta go.
Here's what was here. This is the air louvers for cooling and stuff. So all they did was pop that out and had to chisel a bottom block out. Looks like a lot of work, like they saw cut it, but it didn't. So, all right, enough gabbing, and we'll turn you back on. A nice old silo back here. We'll turn you back on when the action begins. Here's something interesting. It's a volunteer firehouse, and at the top of this tower, some of you guys, I know there are siren collectors out there, and I don't know what I'm looking at here, but I'm sure somebody does, and this will get them a little excited. But that's quite a siren there. You know, when they have a fire, they blow that thing off, and everybody comes running out of their house. They probably don't use it now. They got pagers and telephones and beepers and every other thing. So I just thought that would be a little interesting. This is interesting here. I don't know what I'm looking at. Somebody can correct me. I don't know if it's wheat or alfalfa or something, but it's pretty interesting the way it's flowing in the wind. Alright, here comes the excavator that Mike hired to get this thing out of the building. Wow, big Hitachi. This is a better look at that siren. I didn't realize how close I was before I was underneath it. There you go. Alright, we're all ready to pull it out of the building. I'm going to try and stay out of their way. Try and find a good vantage point so I can see what's going on. I'm going to turn this on and off a lot because, like right now, you know, they're just figuring out where to hook stuff, so that's not interesting. I don't know if you can see it's moving. Mike's got a thing on the big steel roller skates, and I don't think there's enough room to reach that machine in there to hook onto the chain, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. See, it's a tough spot that the thing is in because it's a big drop off right there, so it's not like you can pull it out a little bit and then lay it down and jack up the front and stuff. You know, I think they're gonna just pull that out as far as they can and then see if they can get the knuckle of that machine on some chains. So we'll turn these back on when we get that far. Yeah, looks like it ain't gonna be too tough. Looks like they'll be able to pull them chains out, so maybe this guy can get the weight of it. So it might not be too tough after all. Might just have enough room to get that machine, the front of the machine, in that little building. Alright, looks like you got the front chain hooked up. They slid it out, and it didn't fall down. It came off the roller skates, which was the plan. That's why it's on an angle like that. Now they're just trying to hook up the back of it, try and equal out the load. The one guy said we should just knock down the whole building. That would have been perfect. Mike's in the back with a big crowbar steering it. Okay, here we go. That went relatively well. Trying to keep it, it's on an incline there. They're trying to keep it as low as they can to the ground. They got to move the mats here so the guy don't tear up the ground too much.
I will bring it close to you before you do any kind of cleaning, so keep it where it is, just back it up.
We're just going to set it down on the ground now and then reposition, then bring Mike's trailer around out here, so we'll turn these on when we get to that part. Mike had to remove the air cleaner there and everything, make some room for the chains. Here the roller skates that were on.
Okay, good.
There you go. I don't know the last time that engine seen a light of day. Alright, he's trying to position himself down there so you can just reach out and put it on Mike's trailer here. I'm going to go back a little further to get you a better look. I have to ask Mike how much that thing weighs. That machine don't be having any trouble with it though. There's something cool there, the civil defense emblem right on the back there. Oh, Mike has got in the way. There you go. Right there. That's pretty cool. Guy's a good operator, slow and steady.
As far as it can come. Yeah. I'm gonna back the trailer up further.
Just about got it. That went pretty smooth. Gotta remember, none of these guys are professionals except the guy running the machine. I'm gonna shut you down. Here's something neat. I'm looking through some dirty glass here, dirty insulated glass. We'll see what we can see here, but it's an old fire truck. It's a small town, so I don't know anything about it, but pretty interesting, you know. I mean, it's probably one of their first fire trucks. This is still volunteer. Go around the front, see what it is. Chevy. It says Chevy. I don't know what year it is. It looks to be in a 40, 45, something like that. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait, here you go. What's this down here? I think it says 1945. That's pretty close, huh? All right. Like I say, with the glare and everything, you can't really see too much, so thought that was interesting. All right, let me get over this side. Maybe it's a better shot over here. Yeah. Oh well. All right, let's go back and see Mike. All right, Mike's gonna start this generator up because what he had to do was this is actually run through some lines there going through the building, and he had to cut them and disconnect them. So what he did was he got it running, make sure it ran, so nobody could say, you know, well, it ran before you disconnected everything. So what he did, he had it running, and now he reconnected all the fuel lines, and he's going to see if it runs now. He just got done priming it.
Yeah, just get the little air pocket. I mean, it was only a section of air about that much in the line, so no big deal. But we'll start it up, we'll let it run for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Make sure all the air is worked out of it, and we don't have any leaks.
Yeah.
Contact.
Up and heading home. Beautiful country out here, boy. Farms and property and land. White picket fences. That's not a picket fence, Mike.
Post fence.
Board on board? Nah, it's I don't know what the hell it is.
Board and bat.
Somebody will tell us.
I think that church is coming up around the bend here.
Yeah, on the way up, we seen an old church. It's pretty cool. It was all weathered and stuff. You can tell it's not active, but at one time.
There it is, right
there. There it is. Keep going, Mike. You drive, I'll film. I lost it, Mike.
What do you mean?
Oh, there it is, right
It's
there.
right there.
Mike, there it is.
Was it a ghost?
Imagine all the weddings and baptisms and stuff that took place there.
You got a good shot of it?
No, I didn't. Oh, here we go. I got a good shot out the back window. That's a shame.
Can we go back?
Can you do that? Can you make a U-turn?
Nah. With the trailer.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Fully loaded.
I know. That's why I said, can you?
I'd be more inclined to back up and then.
Yeah. Well, here's another one. Yeah, we didn't get that one. We'll get this one.
The new church.
Yeah. The cemetery and everything. It ain't that new. Look at some of them stones. Still pond. Interesting. Can't really see nothing through the windows. I go to film the top bit and I hit the roof, so oh well. Sorry about that. I tried to get it. Mike, we did it. We tried our best. That's all we can do. Alright. We'll see you guys back at Mike's ranch and take a better look at this new engine. New generator. Alright, we're back at Mike's place and
Made it back to the stand.
safe trip.
It was.
Mike had to take a few things off when they lifted it out, the air cleaner and well, you took the big muffler off when you had to take it out of the building.
Oh yeah, you saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because the chain.
There's the muffler right there. Look at the size of this
yeah.
muffler.
That's a big old
That
Maxim.
is.
Yeah.
Mike had to get somebody else to help him put it on here. It's so heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. Took the air cleaner off because the chains are just gonna run right in the middle. We didn't want to bend or break anything. So yeah.
Give us a rundown on it. What is it? What year?
So the engine is a 1958. It's a Caterpillar D326. So from what I see, it's the non-turbocharged version of the one I have in the garage, which is the D337. It's the same bore and stroke. The engine's laid out very similar. Yeah, I mean, it's smaller radiator, of course, and it's only 100 kilowatt instead of the D337, which is 150. So I think we mentioned that it was installed at the fire company secondhand. So they got it secondhand from this Chestertown, or what is it, Kent and Queen Anne Hospital.
Kent and Queen Anne Hospital, yeah. Chestertown, Maryland.
Yeah, so it was installed there new in probably 1959, 1960, something like that. Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, it ran fine up until 10 years ago when they wanted to get a larger unit. So, yeah, you see the civil defense.
I did. I tried getting a shot of it earlier, but you were working on the thing.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
It is.
Yeah, it's
You got to
pretty
clean that
complete.
up, cover that with something, cover it with a clear.
Yeah, to preserve it.
Yeah.
I can see it's had a couple issues over the years. Can you see this? I know you just hopped over there.
Oh
but
man,
yeah,
he likes messing with the old
I
man.
do. Take
All
a
right.
peek here.
Oh. Oh.
So, all the connections for the generator end are back in here. So if you look at this and you look at around here, I think one of the leads must have the tape must have rubbed through and it arced on the side of this panel. I took this panel off, and the lead right behind there has been rewrapped. So, and then they got a piece of like mastic tape on the underside. So they must have put it back together, and it must have continued to run. So no major damage. I see a couple wires under here that got a little hot, but the inside of the exciter looks good. The inside of the generator itself looks good. Did you show them the inside of the panel? The panel's laid out pretty neat.
Yeah. 65 years old. You gotta expect something.
Yeah, right. Let's see if I can open this up. It's kind of stuck. There we go.
It was a nice trip. Nice area down there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You know, when it's Memorial Day, you think it would be packed because that's where all the shores and bays and everything.
Yeah, so the controls are all pretty much original. So
what's with the tubes? Explain that, Mike.
Oh, well, they look like vacuum tubes, and they are technically, because there's a vacuum in there, but they're just time delay relays. They're like bimetallic relays. So there's a little heating element there in that piece of porcelain, and a bimetallic strip with a contact on it. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, you run a certain amount of current through there, and the heater heats up, and the contacts close. So
it's got an actual tube base on it.
Yeah, it's got tube socket.
Is it a vacuum tube, or is it a hole there?
No, it's
vacuum up
sealed.
top.
Yeah, the whole thing is sealed in there.
Okay.
I mean, they're really reliable, and you can probably still find them on like secondhand or eBay or something like that. Yeah, the controls are nice, pretty original. You know, all the meters are there.
Yeah, looks clean.
Yeah, the alarm lights. So
looks like the original paint job too. You know, the gray.
Yeah.
But it looks factory. But on some of these things, you could tell they must have used the factory used the already painted yellow stuff.
Right. Anyway, yeah.
You know, no sense in
The engine was probably cat yellow when it left the factory, but then they sprayed it when it went to the hospital or something. It's got just over 2,000 hours on it, according to the clock.
So. Is that a lot or low or what?
No, it's not really for this age, not at all. I mean, the thing was obviously standby use. I mean, I hooked a generator up last night that was 5 years old and had over 10,000 hours on it. So, you know, 2,000 is nothing, really nothing.
And it's got a horn up here, right? Just tells you what?
Well, that would be just your alarm. So, it's got these are lights here, warning lights. You've got an overcrank, and a low oil pressure, high water temp, and overspeed. So that's the protections for the Genset. So if it were going to overcrank, the light up and the horn go off, let you know, hey, something's wrong.
That would wake somebody up.
Exactly.
Whoever is in charge would wake them up.
Yeah, I mean, it's missing. It doesn't have a nice radiator guard. Like I would have hoped that was under there.
Yeah, they had louvers. It was backed up right to the wall, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, exactly. It's just blew because the air exits this way.
Right.
It doesn't get sucked in the front. It blows. It's a pusher fan. So, you know, there's really not that much there.
And then there was a block heater?
Yeah, and a water jacket heater, just to keep the engine coolant warm 24/7, so it can start right up and run without any issue.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
got all the original decals on it and everything.
Yeah, the one on the air cleaner is real nice.
Yeah.
So it should clean up, go with the pressure washing, and you know, it looks like somebody over greased the bearings on the exciter. There's some grease oozing out, getting toward the commutator, so that's got to be taken apart and cleaned, but that's not a big deal.
You can't really see the air cleaner, but that has a nice decal on it too.
Yeah, over on the other side, looks nice.
Let me see. Yeah, we can just barely see it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Look at that nice cat decal. Wow, look at that cat. Very cool. All right, Mike. I'm gonna head out. I was here early. I was here at 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
So
it was a good day. Productive.
It was uneventful, let's say.
Yeah.
That's what you always want. All right, what do you say, buddy? Enough of this?
Enough of this. Let's wrap it up.
All right, look, Mike's in the shade here. Can't really see him. There we go. All right, see you guys in the next one.